Yeah, I like most of the music in GTA. But it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it. I actually play with my music off in most games just because of that, or I keep it very low no matter what at this point.
And the problem that I'm having was an indie game that I was doing work on at Soul Stage didn't have any options to switch music off.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So
I still don't know
well,
if that copyright claim you sort of got on that
was
was legit or not, but the thing is, you fight it and it turns out to be legit, then you're in the spot of bother.
Especially with what I was saying about partnership, if I'm looking for a lot of them require 0 strikes. So if I got that 1 strike, I can't get partnered. And that's sucky. Even though, do I risk my channel for the randomness of chance? I don't know. One day it'll go to court and it'll all be decided, and either we'll all lose out, or and YouTube will basically have to YouTubers will have to rethink how they do everything, or it'll be found in our favour, and the big companies will have to start thinking how they're dealing with it.
Well, for now, all I can say is be very careful.
Oh yeah. Anyone who wants to do YouTubing,
don't do it.
Music is dangerous. Music is super dangerous. That's the biggest thing that'll get you.
It's really fun. I quite enjoy it.
Oh, it's the best. I'm finding it the most fun hobby. I love reading comments that are left on my channel. Even the negative ones, and because usually most times they're constructive. I like it when debate starts on my comments. It's like someone actually having a good discussion. Pros and cons of something that's happened, and I quite like that because it's like, oh, this is interesting to get involved in.
I like the ones when sometimes they overtake the serious of it. Like me and you have an argument, Scott, and we going crazy, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that guy needs to kill the other person."
Yeah, we're like,
totally over the top.
Okay, we were just having a laugh. I'm not gonna belittle people's things, but yeah. Around too much and people take something.
Don't worry, people. We're not gonna murder each other. It's hopefully not.
I'm going to remain silent.
Give us some time. Now. Is that far? No, it's not far up ahead. Biggity.
This game is close to like I found out a few episodes ago though. It will drive you to insanity pretty quick.
Oh yeah, that's why again we had a little break. I think we were all getting a little bit stressed.
What the hell just happened there? Did somebody drop their keyboard?
Yes, I know someone dropping their keyboard. Ooh, sorry, I just remembered something I was going to look up later.
Okay.
There's a new mouse out by Corsair I want to buy.
A new Corsair mouse, eh?
Yes, because my Naga's playing up. When I boot my PC up for about 30 seconds to a minute, it doesn't move. I can use the buttons, but the actual mousey bit doesn't work. I don't know. I thought first it was drivers, but then I tried it on a laptop and it still did.
Like you have that Razer Synapse thing installed, right?
Yes.
And it says it's all up to date and all that nonsense?
Yep.
Well, that's very odd.
It is an odd one. But on this new Corsair mouse has the button bit at the side like a Naga, what I quite like. The number pad.
Yeah, those number pads are awesome. Especially for space engineers rotating stuff.
Yeah, so it's got that on it and I'm going, ooh, pretty, and it's RGB.
Goddamn button people. You can only have one or two buttons on your mouse.
People going and being logical and buying a mouse that allows them to do stuff.
Damn buttons. It took me a long time to find a suitable gaming mouse that has 3 buttons. I do not like buttons. Keep it simple. Keep it clean.
No, I like buttons.
I'll tell you the main reason I say that, right? Because I claw grip my mouse. So there's a lot of pressure going on my mouse, and if there's too many buttons on, I press every single button.
Yeah, but the buttons are by your thumb.
Yes, that's why I claw grip it, because my mouse hovers above the bloody mouse mat.
I don't care anymore.
Alright.
But, yeah. Otherwise, if you can cope without claw gripping, then maybe try it. Try it.
Let me backpad a little tiny bit, because I might have isolated some people.
No, all I know is that if you were... someone saw me playing how I play the game, they're like, I have the DPS set up dead high because I barely want to move my wrist. So I am so lazy.
Yeah, I think I have mine around like 4,800 or something.
Oh, I like to go on little adventures with my mouse.
That's
Going
right.
out.
I'm screwing with trying to. I've been playing the
Scheisse.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Computers.
I don't know which one it's called now. They're all blending together. I don't know what Call of Duty is, but the beta is just out right now.
There's been an assortment of years. It's one of them.
Yeah.
I know,
don't
it's
know.
it's crazy what they've done though, isn't it? Like, it's they're numbering them, so it doesn't sound like they're spamming them out. They started changing the names.
It's now got to a point where when I try and figure
Call
out
of
which one it is, it
Duty
just hurts.
Black Ops
What?
63 version 4 /2.
Just trying to figure it out right now hurts my head. So trying to get the nice amount of DPS for my mouse for that game has been a bit of a DPI. Yeah, DPI for that game has been a bit of a adventure.
Back in the day when Call of Duty 4 used to be the premiership of first-person shooters, used to play that quite often.
Can't think of my first person shooter I played on a PC. It was something Delta.
Delta Force, oh, I remember that. That was good shit. Used to raid people with like 6 pixels, shoot them.
Yeah, I remember the P90 had no bullet drop, and you could literally use it as a sniper rifle from across the map.
Oh, you could use anything as a sniper rifle. Everything just fired these like lines.
Straight lines.
Yeah, straight lines.
Yeah, you
Hit
could
scan,
literally,
probably.
just shoot straight across the map with it. So the P90 had a stupid big size clip, stupid damage, and with
Well,
no...
you know with the straight lines though, when you actually saw traces in them games, they were just lines, like a line of pixels going at someone.
I was killed by pixels.
Oh shit, yeah, that was good. I remember a boat mission that I could never complete because I just couldn't do it. I was just not skilled.
I remember.
I just remember that game, and then there was one that came out afterwards, and it was like set. What was it set? It was what was that movie? Black Hawk Down. It was basically just
That was a good one. You must have played similar games to me.
Yeah,
Scott.
that was before that. Then I went back to because my PC was old and dying. I went back to console, played Halo.
At that stage, I remember I was quite young and I got my first copy of Battlefield 1942, and I didn't have the internet at that time, so I was just stuck there playing against bots, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then the internet came, and then I realised that there is a massive world of just people shooting at each other.
And Aaron still has that connection today.
Yes, do I?
The same internet connection.
No, if I had the same internet connection, you just every time I connected, you dial-up tone, and then
That was a
did not
very
know-
musical dial tone.
You know, people did not know they could disable that with a command.
oh, I like that. Come on.
No one ever realized that could be command stopped. You literally just went into. It was like
But how do you know you're connected?
because you were able to access the internet.
Oh,
You
good
didn't
point,
need a
good
musical
point.
tune to come into it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that was
look.
like the
I
internet
can-
warm-up tune. Oh yay! Look, the internet's working.
Get ready,
What
you're
happens-
about to be on the internet with people.
The internet back in the
Slowly
day that was so
downloading a
simple,
Mhm.
so simple. It's like you couldn't. Yeah, I remember I remember when I used to get cheats, like not cheat sheets for games, but like there used to be
cheat
passcodes for levels and stuff. Like in this old game I used to play, I think it was called Commando or something, and I had to get the passcodes because I was too not understanding to be able to play the levels.
Well, I remember there's an old Star Wars game for the Nintendo 64 where you flew a bunch of different ships. I remember printing out a bunch of codes for that.
Oh, that's what I used to do. Is like, print out a big sheet, and sometimes I had to go into the library and print ones out with walkthroughs. Like if I was megally confused.
I never did that.
Sometimes like I was megally confused, and I was like, right, there's nothing else I can do. I need a walkthrough, and I'd print off like 6 pages of these little pictures of how to do it.
I remember games coming, PC games back in the day coming in huge boxes with a manual you could bludgeon someone to death with.
Oh yeah, I've got a
And
few of them.
I
left
remember
over.
it was one of the Delta games like that, and it came with like a cardboard overlay you would put over your keyboard, so you could see all the button mapping.
Oh yeah, they were badass. Them. I didn't know that you could put them over your keyboard though. I thought they were just like a wall display.
I think it depends on the game.
Some had put like keyboard overlays. You could actually put over your keyboard. You could seal your buttons. Yeah. You had the right keyboard, and I think my old compact PC had the right keyboard.
Wow, that's legendary stuff.
I just don't remember that PC is just a
Oh,
beige box.
I mean, people will have to say what their sort of first games were. I mean, from the different, it depends when you're born. I think it'll definitely vary.
But that was my
Oh
first
yeah,
PC.
it's still very like crazy.
My first game, my dad had when I grew up, my dad had an original Nintendo, so it was Duck Hunt and Mario.
I think
Those
we've
two
had this
games-
conversation before, by the way.
Probably.
Did we have? Did we have this
Yeah.
before? Because I don't think we went this deep though before. I think
Maybe
I must
not.
have. I've said before though that one of my first gaming experiences was like hiding, as my dad played Half-Life because I was scared of the monsters in it. And
Traps.
the story of my Half-Life original days, I was so scared of it when I was little that I didn't want to get past the where everything goes nice. So I would just play up to the part where everything goes crazy, and just pretend I was a happy lab assistant walking around like, oh, this is a nice day.
It's a nice day out in this little.
I don't know. I bet you there's people who love like you're a lab worker simulator or some
Oh, lab work.
silly nonsense like
That's a
that.
nice idea. That.
I
Plus
wouldn't
there's-
put it past the world that we live in. The weird games we see coming out.
They're not weird, just special.
Well, sometimes there are weird games. Let's be honest.
I like, yeah, that Goat Simulator was.
Especially some of the ones that somehow
Interesting.
make it onto green light.
I was thinking more of like I don't know, hentai Japanese games. These
Oh,
Goat
they, no, but
Simulator
they
is
have, they have
odd,
an
but-
audience.
Well, Goat Simulator had an audience too. It was just like, here, watch nonsense happen.
Thruster components. That is what I'm missing. I've really realised it now.
But the Goat Simulator wasn't one of those things you're like, oh dear God, I shouldn't let anybody else see
You could be a
this, like
giraffe.
some of those other games.
You know that you could be a giraffe in that.
Yeah, well,
I
there's
believe
a
it was
lot-
called a tall goat.
Tall goat. Okay. Where are these? Who's hiding all the thruster components?
When he's constructed, we'll
Might have
build
a
some.
few.
Oh, I've got some. Don't worry. Cute.
Not gonna build themselves, I don't even build things.
What are you building the Death Star over here, Sage? Would you like to talk me through this contraption?
I'll talk you through when it's done.
Well, I would like a preemptive.
Okay,
Oh.
well, it's a ship
Is
with
it-
a bunch of guns on it.
I know, has it got enough guns?
I like the idea of it, though. I'd have to say
It is a lot of guns.
it's a very exciting little creation I've seen from you in survival. Not seen anything like this for a while.
I see,
No,
a, lot
I usually
of,
don't build combat ships, but I felt like building a combat ship.
see a lot of thrusters pointing. Oh, no, there's just back thrust. God, this is
I
gonna.
got all the thrusters covered.
Ooh, just do not want to see an explosion happen at this front one.
There shouldn't be one, unless somebody shoots it.
Kaboom.
Alright, back to building our drill ship. Grinder ship.
In fact, welding, something.
Do do.
Do 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 do. Ah.
Oh, that was a bit of a. I wasn't as good as I thought Jurassic Park would be.
Oh, I enjoyed the movie.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. What didn't you like about it, Aaron?
I just didn't think it didn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie. Normally Jurassic Park movies are like a very sort of set, oh, things are going crazy, and people get destroyed, and that did happen. But it was like, did you see that when they sent them people into that forest? Or more importantly, the bit when they walked into the cage as soon as it's released. Oh, where
Yeah,
is
it was
gone?
like, why did you just
Yeah,
go
the
in there in
cage
2
and have a
seconds
look?
Yeah.
without even that? I
I
didn't
know.
like that.
It was someone that pointed out if the woman had just used her mobile phone and phone control from
Yeah.
the point when they first realised it
Yeah,
disappeared.
like where
none
is
of the
it
movie would have
located? It's still in the cage. What? Oh, the thing must be trying to trick us. And end of movie.
Or more importantly, if the scientists would have said, oh yeah, it's got some interesting traits, this one.
Yeah, we don't know what his traits are. Be careful.
No, come on, that woman, she
Well-
wanted to know everything. Why would she let him off with, oh, don't tell me any of the facts about this dinosaur, surprise me.
Wait,
Apparently,
wait,
there's
giant
another
killing
movie in the
machine.
works. If I heard correctly. If that
Oh,
was
aye,
just
aye,
a
they
dream.
left of the. Oh, what is the actor? He's a really big Chinese actor.
Oh, the other thing that wound me up about that,
Oh, good luck with it.
why you think about your Chinese actor, is, you know when they went in to the forest, that special team,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the guy's like, oh, it's right here, but I can't see it. Then he looks up, and everyone else is just standing there with these little assault rifles, like, okay, guys, you're taking it. You're coming to get a big dinosaur. What are you doing?
Well,
Yeah, was that-
presumably they have trank things that should have knocked it out. But wasn't its skin super duper stupid thick or some silly bullshit?
Yeah, but it was like we've built this giant T-Rex and we're taking it on with assault rifles. Yep. Yeah, we got something a lot bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. Maybe films are supposed to be like
I
that.
mean, well, I don't know. It's bigger. What else are we gonna bring? That gigantic gun they brought?
Just bring up, you know, another thing, right?
A tank?
Is the helicopter.
It was. I don't know. It sort of made sense that he wasn't expecting the thing to breach and the flying
Okay,
ones
maybe,
to
maybe.
get out.
Oh, no. Here was a flaw that someone pointed out to me as well. Alright, they say that all the dinosaurs are fitted with shock implants. None of the birds had shock implants.
Yeah, where the hell were those, eh?
Yeah, oh look, they've all escaped. Button.
I guess the idea was they're not supposed to get out of the cage ever, but still, that's a bit of an oversight.
Then the bit with the flare. Oh yeah, I'm gonna release another massive dinosaur to take out this dinosaur.
I know, but it's okay.
And now all dinosaurs are friends with us. Because I
know,
have a flare.
But it was someone pointed out, and again, it was on. I can't remember if it was the wiki I was on. I was Reddit. That it is that might be actually the original T-Rex in the original movie. You know, someone pointed out scars that were on healed scars that were on that one matched where the Velociraptors were jumping on to the T-Rex at the end of the first movie. And that kind of I kind of like that little. If that's true, that's a cool little nod.
Oh, okay, I get that then. That's interesting.
That's a cool little.
It would
nod.
kind of
like
make sense then that it was like, I don't want to fight you.
And blue, I like the Velociraptors.
I like the good guy Velociraptors a lot. That was
You know what I thought was quite badass is when them guys are coming in the helicopter and that guy just shoots down a bird like no shit's given.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like, blow.
yeah, it's like, all right. Yeah, I actually saw Jurassic Park at the cinema only a couple of days ago. I decided to treat myself to one of those Cineworld Unlimited tickets. Yeah, I can basically go to the cinema anytime I want and then just go straight in. And what was showing on the new super screen was this huge, it's like the size of an IMAX screen. I think. Watched Jurassic Park, so I saw it. Got nothing else to do the afternoon. Go see Jurassic Park again. I was trying to figure out what that gun was. It looked like a modified M16.
What gun and what part?
What that guy was using to shoot down the fight. It looked like
can't remember.
It looked like a modified M16 with an extended mag, a drum mag, and something that was like on the side, like where the ejection would be.
Need more bazookas on that island. That's all I'm gonna say. Rocket
Yeah,
launchers.
I still think that's the idea is that a trank should put something down.
In
real life, a tranquilizer does put stuff down.
Right, okay. If you run the park, would you try to recapture dinosaurs if they ever escaped, or would you just blow them up?
I'd recapture them because they're probably pretty damn expensive.
It would be a 50-50. See, I would have not if it was a predator and it was killing people. Yes, once it's killed one person.
Well, first off, if I ran the place, I'd have pretty stringent security systems. Like the fact that that little mall or over those kids were in could not just be overridden with a simple little swipe of a badge or whatever.
Won't control back.
Very true. Yeah, that was.
And it would have built-in intercom, so you could instantly talk to the person like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why did you override this?" If you were someone in a high enough position to actually be able to swipe your card and enter a passcode or something.
I'm probably the only one that thought it was a bit shame when the.
I don't know. Maybe we're looking at it like from a super assessment thing, and like if they were actually building it, they don't even really think about that much.
Well, I think they'd have enough case studies of what happened at Park 1 or the T-Rex escaped. Okay, we know these can be dangerous. What happened on the island? A whole load of special forces mercenaries went in and got fucked over. You'd think they would.
I seem to remember them being
not
idiots though, and not.
Oh yeah,
tactical.
that. No, they weren't special forces. They were just mercenary lot, weren't they?
Yeah,
That
they were
went and
just
tried
like
to get some
bloodshed
free.
fun people.
You still think people would be going, let's take this bit with a lot of thing. Let's make sure everything's really secure, and maybe have actually have a proper attack helicopter for a pilot in it. Like,
my first thought as soon as that dinosaur got out is, where's the drone? Why don't you have a little drone following it?
Good idea.
Because I mean, a big park like that, you're not going to have like a person every 20 miles, but you could easily enough have drones just ready to go or always in the air, just monitoring stuff. So if something gets out, you just like, okay, start following it with a drone. Okay, there it is. Instead of her running on foot calling, I spotted it by the blah blah. It's like,
oh shit, it's
where's
in
the
the
fucking
truck in the back.
Well, my more thought is, why did they have a little shock implant? Why didn't they just have like an explosive charge at the base of the skull and just...
Like I said, they don't want to kill these things.
Well, okay. But
Expensive.
I know, but...
And also, Also, with something like that, let's think of that other movie that we talked about some time back. It was that like Bond-esque thing with the younger English guy. Kingsman. They all had those little implants in them, but they got hacked, and well, spoiler, everyone goes kaput.
Yeah, true.
In lovely colours.
Exactly. So you don't want something like that in your dinosaurs, because if the stun implant gets hacked, maybe some of them will die if the stun lasts for too long, but the majority will hopefully survive.
I fixed it.
Well, you put the stun implant somewhere where the dinosaur cannot rip off.
Yeah, definitely that. The whole she remembered where it was put in was quite silly.
But you put it on its back. Got little arms.
Yeah,
How did
like you
how-
were saying
yeah,
originally,
hang
back
on.
ahead.
Where was it?
I don't know.
So how did they rip it off? Because I mean, you've not got very big arms, have you?
Again, it's one of these things they never explained because they thought, yeah, if we explain this, people are just going to pothole it to hell. And that's what we're doing right now.
Oh yes, okay, we should. So
It's still an enjoyable movie. I quite liked it.
Why are you not working? Hunter. Damn it. Why is this broken now?